Hey guys, welcome to Protocoders Point. Okay, so in this Android tutorial, we will learn about recycler view with edit text, where user or an employee of a company can enter his expenses. So here, as you can see, I have created a simple app which has a recycler view, where all the expenses, common expenses, the user can enter, such as if he drink a coffee, that expenses he can enter over here. Lunch, transportation and other, he can enter the expenses of the day, and all these expenses will be calculated and displayed at the bottom in a total expense text. Okay, so in this video tutorial we will build this. So in this video tutorial I will not build it from scratch. I have just created a recycler view without this calculation stuff. As you can see, if I enter anything, nothing will get changed, means this is not been calculated. So in this video tutorial we will just do the calculation stuff. In our upcoming next video of the second part of this video tutorial, what I will do is I will just add a feature that whenever user press on save button, all this data should go to our database. Okay, so this we will do in next video. So let's begin. So here basically I have created uh, a recycler view. Here there is a main method. It has the array list of which is of type data model. So this data model had two items, that is item ID and expense name, with getter method to get the item name from this item data model. Okay, and then these are the statically generated data that we will pass to our adapter. So as you can see over here, I have created a static data. So this will get generated over here and get saved in our array list. Okay, and this array list will be sent to our recycler view adapter. So as you can see here, I am passing the data to our adapter class. So this is our adapter class. So here it has three views. No, basically two views. This is hidden because I have just hidden made this for future use of third part of our video tutorial. Okay, so just ignore this. So here basically it has two views, that is text view and edit text. As you can see, this is the text view and this is edit text. The view will be created. So here there is a view item that is inflated in our recycler view. So this is our card view. So it has three items: text view, edit text and a button. So as you can see over here, the visibility has been set to gone because I want to use this button in my future video, that is third part of this video. Okay, okay, and then we have a view bind where our data will be set to our view by making use of data set, that is array dot get position dot get item name expense name. Okay, so this will get set over here and this is the final result you get. So we will just continue with the calculation part. So all this calculation will be done in this adapter class. Okay, so let's begin. So first of all, here you need to add you need four variables that are first thing is the expense array name, expense amount. This is the Boolean type variable that is needed. I will tell you why it is needed. And one more variable that will add the total expenses and will be displayed to display it over here. So initially it is 0. Okay, and then that's all over here. Then in our on bind view we have a edit text that we need to trigger each time the user enters something over there. So for that we will make use of add text change listener with text watcher. So this text watcher is basically used, has three override methods, that is before text change, on text change, and after text change. Okay, so as you can see, I have made use of this variable, bool type variable, and initially it is been set to false. So this is required because whenever a user enters something over here, so this whole thing may or may not get work for two times, means it will work for two times. One, when the user press on this button, means the edit text, it will get run, and immediately this will get run, and even this will get run, because when the user press, this will pass a null, means zero, empty, and then this will run and this will run. So it is running for two times. So to prevent it, I am making use of this variable. So basically what I'm doing is I'm setting it to false when this get triggers. So by making use of this if statement, so here I am checking if it is true, then run this statement, and immediately after running this, what I'm doing is I'm setting it to false. So that means this will work only for one time, means when the user enters some data over here, it will work. Okay, so all the calculation will be done in this if statement. Okay, so here we also need a item ID. So for that we will initialize a new item ID. So id is equal to dataset dot get the position dot get expense item id. This is required because uh, suppose if he enters this item id, means if he entered over here, so this item id will be here, this is 0 1 2 3 4 5. So fifth item id will be triggered. So depending on this item id we can store the data, means the user entered data in our array. So for that I'm making use of this id. Okay, so for in this statement we will make use of try and catch statement, number format exception e. Okay, so this is required because sometimes if a user remove this way, so this empty null pointer exception might occur. So I'm making use of this try catch. So in this try catch, what I will do is we have a variable, that is expense total. We will set it back to 0, and inside this we will make use of for loop. For I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to id, I plus. Okay, and then here in for statement, if I is not equal to id, if it is not equal to id, in our array we will store 0. Okay, expense name and expense amount we will store 0. Okay, so this is because suppose if he directly enters, okay, so if he enters from here, meaning directly by skipping this four data, so if I position is not equal to id of this, means id of this is 0 1 2 3, means if it is not equal to 0, then in our array we will store 0 in this position. Okay, in this position, and if I is equal to the id position, that is 3, means if it is equal, then what we will do, here first of all we will store a 0. Okay, we will just store the 0 and we will update this position, means where the 0 is there we will then update it, because we directly cannot update it because the array will be null and it might trigger null pointer exception. Okay, so name dot set to update the position. We make use of set the position. Which position we need to set? The position is item id and the string. This string will come from data set dot get id dot get expense name. Okay, and even the expense amount dot set at position id, and the amount, this amount will come from this editable text, means the user entered data. Okay, so here it is editable dot toString. Okay, so uh, our data will get stored in our array. So after that, for demonstration or to check, I will just print our array. So as you can see, our app got restarted. So I will just enter something data over here. Okay, so I have entered 60. Okay, so here as you can see, this is our item expense. So in position 0, as you can see, rent, the amount is 50. In the second position, coffee is 0. In the third position, that is lunch, it is 60. So as you can see, the data will get stored in this format. Okay, so data is been stored, but what if the user enters the data and he removes it? Means something like this. If he removes, the data will not get removed. Instead, it will just store 0, means it will be empty, as you can see over here, like this. So to prevent this, what we can do is, in this catch statement we need to write a function, uh, for statement, that is same. So I will just copy paste the code. So here it is. So here what I am doing is I am making use of for statement to remove the item from this position. So here what I am doing is, if item id, means if I is equal to id, means the removed item, then in place of this item we are just storing a 0. And same we need to do for expense name dot set id dot set it to 0. Okay, so this null pointer is triggered whenever the user removes some data from over here. Okay, so I will just restart now our app now. Expense amount. So previous it was something like this. So I'm entering 50. So as you can see, this is the third position. So in third position 50 got stored. So if I remove, so now it is 5, and again if I make it 0, it will get stored. It is not getting stored. Let me check it, just a minute. Okay, so it is working fine. Only we need to do is I needed to add this code to check this logcat. So I will just show you now. It is getting installed. As you can see, I will enter 20 over here. 20. So position 1 is 20, and if I remove this 20, means in place of 20, 0 will get stored. Why it is not working? Amount. Okay, so I don't know why this is not getting stored. In place of removed item, means it is just storing a null. I don't know why, but this will work, I'm sure. Okay, so we will just continue. Let's check out if I've got any error. So now we are storing the item in our array, the amount we are storing in our array. So now we need to do, what we need to do is we need to perform calculation. So we need to iterate all this item array, expense array, and we need to calculate final total amount. So for that, here after this for statement, here we need one more for statement. Here int I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to expense array dot size minus 1, I plus plus. Okay, so in this for loop, here create one more temp variable. Here temp total expense is equal to integer dot parse int, integer dot parse int. So here we will get our integer, means the string, from our array list, that is expense amount array dot get I, and then in our final variable, that is expense total final, we will set this variable expense final total is equal to expense final total plus the temp expense. Okay, so after doing this, we need to just print in our this text. So for that, text expense dot set text, the message, that is total expense is, the rupee symbol will come, it's okay, and then we will just convert it back to string, value of total expense. Okay, so this same thing we need to do in this catch statement after this for loop. So just copy it and paste it over here. Okay, so it is restarting now. So here also I forgot to set it to 0. So I will just enter rent as 10, coffee 20, dinner 150. So you can add this 50, 70, 80. Other expense I will add 200. So as you can see, as I enter and remove, it is getting removed and the calculation is been performed. 150. So you can add this 150, 150 is 300, 330 plus 2 is 332. Okay, so this is how we perform calculation of recycle view edit text. Okay, so that's all for this video tutorial. Hope you got the concept. Please do subscribe Protocoders Point.